Hey guys, it's been a long time. Welcome back to the channel. I got a haul to show you guys. It's a little different than the normal comic book stuff. There is some comics in there, but I'll let you know. Just stay tuned. Alrighty then, welcome back. So, what I mean by it being a little different is I still love comics. I'm still a huge comic fan, but I got a little burnt out reading so much, watching all the cartoons, Disney Plus again, of my childhood, and like this MCU, everything. I still love my comics and DC and Image and Marvel, everything, but I just took a little break and decided to get deeper into the Star Wars universe. I've always loved Star Wars. I read the original Thrawn trilogy by Timothy Zahn. I own that. Darth Plagueis, Ahsoka. I love that book. But I decided to get a little bigger on my Star Wars novels, go a little wider. And then I started watching Rebels and Clone Wars, prepping for the new Clone Wars season next month. And I just started getting more stuff. So I have a big collection of Star Wars books. I didn't name them all. I got like Lost Stars and the new Thrawn canon first novel. Lots of new stuff. I'm not gonna name them all, but these are the new ones I've gotten in the last few months or so. So here we go. We got Master and Apprentice by Claudia Gray. Claudia Gray is the author of Leia, Bloodline, and Lost Stars. All probably three of the best new books from the Legends, from the new canon. And I haven't read this yet, but I loved her Leia, I loved her Bloodline, and I loved her Lost Stars. Lost Stars is my favorite book in the new canon. I'm sure lots of people's Lost Stars. If you have not read Lost Stars, you should read it. It goes throughout all, like, the first 6 up to the 7th episode, and it ties in these new characters and weaves in and out of all the episodes, and it's really good. Anyway, this one is her newest book. It's about, as you can see, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn, and it's pre-episode 1. I have not read this yet, but it's on the list, and I'm excited to read it. Here we go. Next, we got A New Dawn. We got Kanan and Hera on there. If you have not seen Star Wars Rebels, you should see it. You should definitely see it. It's a great show. I'm torn between post episode 3 being my favorite time and Clone Wars. Like, they're both great times for Star Wars stories. I also love Darth Bane. I didn't mention Darth Bane. Darth Bane, oh my god. Darth Bane is like is my favorite Sith Lord and my favorite novels of the Legends canon. If you have not read Darth Bane, he's the creator of the Rule 2 for the Sith. You should read that. Anyways, off track. You like Rebels? A New Dawn. Next up, I got Revenge of the Sith. Yes, this is the 3rd movie. Why did I get the book novelization? Because I hear this is one of the greatest Star Wars novels out there. Like, he makes the movie amazing. He gets into Anakin's head, and you really see him turn to the dark side a lot more than you saw in the movie. Even though Revenge of the Sith is my favorite of the prequels, I hear this gets a lot deeper into it. And on Goodreads, all the reviews were amazing. So can't wait to read this. Next up, Kenobi. I love me some Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is after episode 3. This is him on Tatooine watching over Luke as a child, and you see what he's been doing, how his life is between episode 3 and 4. I assume, even though this is a Legends title, the Obi-Wan Kenobi show on Disney Plus is gonna be based heavily off of this, so I can't wait to read this one too. Next up, we got Resistance Reborn. This is my newest book I got, actually. This is leading up to episode 9, so this is between 8 and 9. If you had watched 9, you know they get a lot of people to join their cause eventually in the movie, and this book is shows you a lot of how they found those people and what they did between 8 and 9, rebuilding the Resistance. So can't wait to read this one too. All right, now we're getting the books the 2 books I've actually read already, or one I'm in the middle of. I've just finished this one. This is the 2nd book for the new Thrawn trilogy by Timothy Zahn. And it's about Vader and Thrawn. great stuff. It goes between the past with Thrawn meeting Anakin, and then the present with Thrawn and Vader on their mission for the Emperor. And there's also some Padme stuff in there too. So it's a lot of jumping around. It's not as good as the first one and the third one I'm reading right now, but it's good. It's Timothy Zahn, and I loved it. And then the last Star Wars book, you know, I actually got Scoundrels too. Scoundrels is a Timothy Zahn book by about Han, Lando, and Chewie. I found out at a used bookstore. Forgot to bring it with me in this haul, but I got that too. But anyways, on to what's next. I also got Thrawn Treason. I can't say it. Thrawn Treason, which is the third book of the new Zahn trilogy, Thrawn trilogy by Zahn. Great stuff. This is definitely better than the second one. I'm actually enjoying it more than the first book in this trilogy. Not as good as the original OG Legends Thrawn stuff, but this is good stuff. Great stuff. I love this book. I'm on chapter like 10 or something. I'm gonna finish this up pretty soon and go continue on with the rest of my Star Wars books. Yeah, so those are my Star Wars books I got. I still want to get some more. I know I have all these to read still, but there's a ton. I'm loving all the Star Wars books. Legends or canon, a new canon. I'm into all of it. So I want to keep going with that. I did get some comics too. So here's my comic haul. It's very small, but here's a few that I got. I got Watchmen. I have no idea why I never owned this book. I love Watchmen. I love reading it. I read it from the library when I first read it a couple years ago. Or not 10 years ago. I know it's old and it's considered like one of the best graphic novels of all time. And I loved it when I first read it. I just don't know why I never owned it. I watched the sequel on HBO, and I enjoyed that. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I should pick it up because it's a great story and I wanted to own it. So I got Watchmen. Following that, I got Thrawn. This is based off of the first book. The first new of the new trilogy by Timothy Zahn. So what I did, funny thing I did is I read this before I read the new second novel and third novel. So I don't have to reread the first novel. This is a quicker read. This is just a comic form of the first novel. So I reread this, and then I jumped into Allegiances, which is the Vader and Thrawn run, and now I'm on the third Thrawn one. So this is showing basically how the Empire picked up Thrawn, and how he worked for the Empire and got fast tracked to being a Grand Admiral. You meet Eli Vanto, which is like his trusted confidant, and you know, if you read the novel, you know what it's about. But this is a great, if you don't want to read the novel, this is a great way to get into Thrawn as well. I hope they make a comic version of the second and third novels too. So that'd be cool. All right, next up, we got Doctor Doom and Doctor Strange, Triumph and Torment. I've heard so many great things about this book. It's by Roger Stern, art by Mike Mignola. You can't beat that. It's about Doctor Doom enlisting Doctor Strange to get to help get, I believe, his mother's soul out of hell. I've always wanted to read this book, so I'm so happy I found it. I know an Epic Collection came out recently, but I was like, you know what? I saw this at a used bookstore. It was like $9. Epic would have been 20 something, and I really just wanted to read this story, so I am happy that I found it. In the current Doctor Doom run, I know they reference a lot of stuff going on from this story. And I also hear eventually this is going to be an MCU movie. Or the rumors are that like Doctor Strange 3 or something will have to do with this story. So I am down with that. Doctor Doom is my favorite Marvel villain. Doctor Strange is up there with my favorite heroes. Next up, I got this for $1. $1 at the used bookstore. This is Batwoman Elegy, which is what the CW show is based off of at the moment, with Alice, her sister. I hear many good things. I've heard many good things about this book. It's by Greg Rucka. The art is freaking amazing. It's by J.H. Williams III. I love the art in this book. I can't believe I found it for $1. I don't know why it was $1. There's some books that were a lot like smaller than this. They're like $5. And I heard this was a good book, so I'm like, how can I pass up $1? So awesome stuff there. And then the last book that I got, Spider-Man Blue by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. I love all the colored books. Daredevil Yellow is my favorite until I read this one, which is Spider-Man Blue. Look at that awesome little drawing of Spider-Man. Usually, what these books are about is about a certain hero and a color tone for the story, and it has to do with loss. So this is about Gwen Stacy, how he fell in love with her, and what he went to her, and this is it's a beautiful story. Quite possibly my favorite Spider-Man story, which is crazy to say because there's so many good Spider-Man stories. But a tear to my eye when I finished reading this. It's a beautiful story. If you've never read Spider-Man Blue, you definitely should read Spider-Man Blue. It's my favorite Tim Sale art. Like I've read a lot of Tim Sale books with the Batman Long Halloween and all that stuff, all the colors and stuff he's done. And I like his art, but to me, Spider-Man Blue is the best art I've seen from him. And I absolutely loved it. So that is my haul, guys. Like I said, I got Scoundrels as well, so I was awful. I forgot to bring that down, but oh well. I'm gonna end up reading all these and probably get some more books soon. Omnibus wise, I'm gonna get Hulk eventually, the new Peter David Hulk omnibus coming out. I want to get Wolverine reprint coming out. I want to get New Teen Titans Volume 4, so I haven't gotten it yet. And I also want to get She-Hulk by John Byrne? Yeah, John Byrne, coming out. So I want all those hopefully soon. I'll eventually get those, but right now I have a lot of Star Wars novels to read, and these things are holding my attention like crazy. I'm enjoying them so much. Yeah, I just wish I got into Star Wars sooner. Like I always loved it. Just I don't know why I never got more into the novels. Like I loved the original Thrawn trilogy, and I loved Darth Plagueis and all that. And I'm just like, why didn't I read more? And I'm happy I finally am. I'm really loving like all this, you know, the Timothy Zahn new Thrawn trilogy and all that stuff. Alright guys, anyways, I'm mumbled on for too long. Thanks for watching. Thanks if you're still subscribed. I know I never make videos anymore. Maybe I'll start reviewing the novels after I'm done. That'd be a cool thing, right? You don't have to just be comic books and stuff. Let me know if you guys want me to start reviewing the Star Wars novels as well. I could. I don't know. I don't make a lot of videos, but I'm down to make some more if I have some content you guys like. So, alright. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe, follow if you haven't. And have a great day. Peace out.